Alright, here we are in the final round. We would like to play first. And yeah, this hand looks pretty good. We'll keep it. So yeah, it looks like we got a couple good things going on here. Could get a early angler, or oops, let's turn the stop off. I always forget that. Get an early angler, Bloodbriar down. We have Enlightened Maniac. So drag under for our opponent's early plays, catalog to kind of refuel once we're out of gas. So yeah, I think we'll start with the Bloodbriar. Just because yeah, I think we'll go Bloodbriar just because if we go Bloodbriar, Enlightened Maniac, and we happen to draw one of our big emerge creatures, that will put us in really like tough to beat shape, or that'll be hard for the opponent to beat. So he's got a 3/3, and all right. So let's play our Maniac, and we don't want to attack. So drag under is good. We'd like to... Ooh, Blood Mist. That... Not really what we wanted to see. So... I guess we just block with our Enlightened Maniac, right? Chump. I mean, otherwise it just takes 6. Seems fine. Okay. So we can attack for 5, and we can drag under. We can play Grizzled Angler. Yeah. That card is going to be tough to beat. I think next turn we're just taking 6. There's nothing we can do about it. We can catalog. Like, we're not blocking, right? There's just... Like, I guess we can double block his guy. And he can kill off our Bloodbriar. We can trade 2 of our guys for 1 of his. In which case, we want to play the Angler down and not attack. We'll double block and see if that's something that we can get going for us. Yeah. Doesn't seem... So, Blood Mist... Oh, we got a triple block, that's right. I don't know why I was saying double block. So, Blood Mist is one of those cards. So now he can first strike away this guy and take 5, or he can first strike away this guy and take... Okay, yeah. So, Blood Mist is one of those cards that's just like... Some people think it's the best card ever, but I don't think it's an unbeatable card. Oh my god, that's so bad for us. But like when your opponent like bombardments your guy and then just wipes your board, like Blood Mist is the best card ever. It's just like it's one of those cards that leads to people just looking at it and being like, "Oh my god, like that's the best card ever." I don't think it's necessarily the greatest card. I think it's just a card with the potential to really... So I'm going to catalog here, hope to hit a land. Okay, we hit 2 lands, so I'm gonna just discard one of them. We're gonna play. I guess we play. We can drag under, and that will buy us a turn. So I guess we can do that. And we drew a Lashweed Lurker, which is good. We need to draw another land to be able to play Cultist Lashweed Lurker. Opponent's very aggressive with his Blood Mist. But I mean, he's gonna 10 us right now, so. Okay, so we can play Cultist. I don't even know if there's any way we can beat this. If we play Cultist, our opponent attacks us. I don't even think we can, because he's just like, no matter what we do, he's just eating our guy. So I guess our best draw is Mountain. Like, literally, we have a 1 in 24 chance of drawing our Mountain, and that's the card we need. Because otherwise we're just dead. Oh my god. So here, I think we have to save our guy. Yeah, because it does buy us a turn. Because otherwise, right, he just attacks us for 6. Right, yeah. So he can't really attack us. So does that change anything? A Lashweed Lurker, sacrificing a Cultist draws us a card. We can chump with the Lashweed Lurker. Take 4, 5. I mean, I guess it's 2, 4, 6. He still has his guy in his hand. Do we even show him the Lurker? That's the question. I don't think we can beat our opponent. Even if we had drawn the Mountain. I guess Elder Deep Fiend. Okay. So there is a series of draws that we can have. So we'll put a zombie back on top. We get to draw a card. It's a Noose Constrictor. That's not a bad draw. We get to play the Noose Constrictor. Unfortunately, it's just going to trade off for anything our opponent wants to trade it for. Our opponent can just pump his guy infinitely, so we have to block it. So like, there's no. Yeah, we just have to block. We'll block with the Noose Constrictor. Just, he's gonna kill it. He doesn't even have to. Yeah, he doesn't have to do anything. He just can pump his guy. He is, unless he has the trample spell, in which case we're just dead. Maybe? Hard to say. 1 damage. So he's got something. He gives his guy trample. His guy trample, he just... Oh, yeah. So... He's gonna do... a million to us, I think. I don't know why he didn't attack with the zombie. Savage Alliance, wow. Our opponent has a pretty busted deck. Let's see. So what can we do to fight that? Explosive apparatus is a thing. Savage Alliance is okay. We don't even have like the root out or whatever, destroy an enchantment. I think it's going to be very difficult for us to beat the Blood Mist if he has the okay, so I think Turn Aside is okay. That's reasonable again to bring in. That will help do stuff like not have us get 3-for-1 with his Galvanic Bombardment. I think Explosive Apparatus is too slow. I think his deck's just going to run over us before we have a chance to do that. So I think we just submit it like that and just hope for the best. Okay, so this is not the best. This is pretty bad. We got to mulligan this. And this is not a whole lot better. It's just so tough because like we really need so much to go right with our draws for this to do anything. We get a scry. I guess we keep it because like say we don't have this card or something, like that's still a keep, right? Like in a 5. I guess we keep it with a scry, put that on bottom. We're just like looking for basically a forest, or like running lands. Okay, Primal Druid is a funny draw, but not a good one. So, this one could be over pretty quickly. I think we need a forest like this turn. Island. Okay. We don't need an island. Yeah. So if we don't draw, like we need another land next turn, and if it's not a forest, this game is basically... I mean, it's not over because our opponent's putting his mana into his Ember Eye Wolf, but... Okay, so we get the forest. I think we have to play Primal Druid over Enlightened Maniac. That will give us 1 block. Or do we play Enlightened Maniac and just try and trade our token away? I think... See, if we play the Primal Druid and he just runs over it and kills it, then we get to play our Stitchwing the turn after that. Alright, let's play the Maniac, because it's better if we draw one of our merged creatures. It puts a couple bodies on, and let's see, our opponent's going to play an Innkeeper, get rid of our forest, of course he is. So I think Ugh, that's just so bad for us. We don't really want to return the innkeeper. I guess we can't play anything. Like, if we return the innkeeper, he just plays it and locks our forest down again. So I guess we can attack with the horror and hope that he blocks with the innkeeper. But if he doesn't, we're just taking a bunch of damage. Alright, so yeah, our opponent playing very well, getting some good breaks. Like, oh, and there's the blood mist. So yeah, this game's gonna be so hard for us to win. Like, I guess we can take 6 and go to 10. Next turn, play like a primal druid. Chump with that. Ugh, it's all pretty bad for us. Otherwise, we're just chumping with the enlightened maniac. I mean, I guess we just take 6. If we draw our Lashweed Lurker or our Elder Deep Fiend, we're gonna want the maniac out. So now we can drag under and play a primal druid, which I think we kind of have to. He's going to tap down our forest, but we have to do it. So that means we get to attack with our horror. We get to play Primal Druid. I guess we could have played Noose Constrictor, but I think Primal Druid's better for us because we can chump and get another forest. Like we also could have played our Stitchwing, but we're not racing here, right? Like, there's just no way. Okay, definitely blocking. He doesn't even have to kill it, but he plays a Field Creeper and a Brazen Wolves. Interesting. So he's got the Innkeeper to kind of lock us down. So we can block here. So how are we winning this game? So I think we play our Noose Constrictor plus like our Grizzled Angler. And then we have 1, 2, 4 blockers for his 3 attackers. We can attack with the Horror, but we don't want to. We want to save that to block his Brazen Wolves. So yeah. And I think we want the Grizzled Angler over the Geist. Because do we though? The Geist will let us scry to try and get to like a Savage Alliance would be good. The Angler lets us block like Field Creeper. Alright. Let's play the Geist. Because if we get scry to Savage Alliance, we're in decent shape. Right now our game plan is to just get to Savage Alliance, spreading flames, and like drop this Stitchwing and start cracking it in the air. Okay, so he's got double strike. So we're definitely blocking with the Druid. Alright, that's an easy block there. He's gonna kill our Druid. We're gonna get a forest. Alright. He can Innkeeper our forest or our... Okay, Breakneck Rider. Okay, so we get to Scry. Stoic Builder. No, we don't want that. Yeah, I'd rather just have the land than the Stoic Builder. So we can play Angler and leave up Woodcutter's Grit, or we can play Stitchwing, which I think is a very reasonable play. I mean, we're chumping. We're in chump mode for a little bit, but if we get the Stitchwing down, he's going to attack again with the Brazen Wolves. We can chump with our Enlightened Maniac. Yeah, that all seems okay. And we have Woodcutter's Grit next turn, so we can potentially like try and kill his Brazen Wolves when it comes in and attacks. So again, we're just chumping. Not exactly where we want to be this particular point. Okay. So that's going to be tough on us. So we basically... I kind of like the turn aside here. It helps prevent our Stitchwing from dying. Like when we go for Woodcutter's Grit. Because he's going to attack with his Brazen Wolves. It's going to be a 5 power. We're going to Woodcutter's Grit and get this up to 7. Or, alternatively, we use the Woodcutter's Grit here to give this 7. Yeah, I like that better. That means we can attack here. And I want the turn aside just in case something goes horribly wrong. So we can cast everything in our hand. So we are going to attack with the Stitchwing. We're going to play an Angler. So 1, 2, 3. That's going to leave up Woodcutter's Grit and turn aside for next turn. And then we get to Kraken again for 3. If we can kill this Brazen Wolves this turn, that will be... Okay, so target creature deals damage to itself equal to its power. So he wants to kill our Noose Constrictor. That seems okay to me. He doesn't have... Okay, that seems okay to me. Like, we could have turned aside that to save our Noose Constrictor, but I just really want to keep it up because I definitely am going to try and Woodcutter's Grit on the Brazen Wolf, or to block the Brazen Wolves with this guy. So I don't want him to have a, like, it would be so bad if he had like a combat trick. Ooh. So this is a good one to stop. Perfect. Yeah, so that's kind of what I was thinking. I mean, I wasn't thinking Ruthless Disposal. I was thinking like, you know, reduce the ash or something. Okay, so our opponent gets to attack with both. Okay, so let's see. If we block, so this has double strike. This just the 5/3 trample. So we can block here and trade. We can block here, Woodcutter's Grit, and eat his guy, right? Because this gives +3. Okay. Yeah, that seems decent. Okay. So we don't need Trail of Evidence, but we'll play it. We're gonna attack for 3. Our opponent's just gonna eat our Grizzled Angler. Which happens. We'll block. We'll say okay. He's gonna pump it. I don't even know if it's worth, I guess, just to make our opponent waste his mana, like if we happen to hit the Gargoyle. I don't think it matters too much, though. Like, he's going to be able to, so he could pump it 1, 2 more times, so we could get it to 5 at the best, so he can go up to 5. It wouldn't matter, he just had to pump it 1 more time. So, yeah, I don't think we need to do anything there. So we kind of need action right here. That's fine. He plays his Innkeeper. Keeps the mountain locked down. We get the Fragment. Doesn't do anything for us. So that means we are not dead, but we're basically dead. So we get the chump. And then we need to draw Spreading Flames off the top. Oh, no, we are dead. Because it doesn't matter how we block. Alright, so I guess our opponent had a very good deck. And I don't think we drew particularly, like, well against them. I mean, I think we did. I think we drew fine. I think this Trail of Evidence should have been an evidence, or should have been an action card. I liked the 1 turn aside that we brought in. But yeah, this Blood Mist, our opponent's deck is just so well positioned to make use of it, and we didn't see our, like, we really only, Spreading Flames would have been the only card. Let's see. Draw? No. So, yeah. There's nothing. We were such a long way away. and our opponent shows shows us his hand. He had a very good deck. So we went 2-1, which means we get to go again. And thanks for watching. I hope you liked the videos. Let me know if you would have done anything differently. All right, we'll see you next time.